Alright, yo, what's up guys? It's me, Shadow. Real quick before we get into this video, I'm going to put the drum kits and VSTs that I used up on the screen. You guys can feel free to pause the video and take a look. I already say this in the video, but I'm going to say it now. The drum kit that I'm using in this video is my free Twizzy stash kit. It is basically an essentials kit for all the sounds you need to make the Yeat sound or any of these new wave rappers. 100% free, no catch. First link in the description. Just click that link, follow the instructions, and it's yours. 100% free. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope you enjoy whatever beats you end up making with this kit. Before we get into this video, I'm going to plug my Instagram. That's where I'm most active on social media. I'm going to plug all my Type Beat channels, and then I'm going to plug my BeatStars. That's where I post drum kits and beats and stuff like that. I have multiple kits up there, guys, paid and free, so I suggest you guys go check it out. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Have a good day or night. Peace. Alright, yo, what's up guys? It's me, Shadow, back again with another tutorial video. This week, we're going to be going over how to make a Yeat 2ALIVE type beat. Again, this is the second week in a row, but this time, it is going to be completely free. So that is the catch of the video. That's why I'm making it, because I understand that a lot of people want to make Yeat type beats, and they don't really know how to, and a lot of the tutorials on YouTube are money-based, you know, like almost everyone uses Serum, almost everyone promotes their paid drum kits and stuff like that. I do the same thing, but I figured just to put on for the people who can't afford drum kits and, you know, VSTs, I would make a free alternative video where everything that I use in this video is free. So if that's what you're looking for, hey man, I got you. Now I know you guys are probably all thinking like, what's the catch? Nah, bro, no catch. Literally linked down below, I released a stash kit. It's called the Twizzy stash kit. It is 100% free. All you have to do is click the link in the description and follow the download instructions. No price required. And basically these are all the essential sounds, in my opinion, to start making the Yeat beat sound, you know, like anything you'd need within that genre. It's a multifaceted stash kit. I believe you can use it for, you know, any of the new upcoming artists, you know, like Yeat, Uno the Activist, SGB West, Slump, Baby Santana, you know, the list goes on. That kind of sound, it's perfect. So link in the description, guys, go download that. Again, I'm not doing any like money grab or anything like that. This is 100% free. This kit's been out for a while, and I just figured with the release of this album, I might as well make a free based tutorial for all you guys who can't afford plugins and drum kits. So yeah, I guess with that out of the way, let's just hop right into this video, guys. Starting off, guys, the BPM is 124. This beat was inspired by Double, or the All Juices snippet. I'm pretty sure that's a favorite for like a lot of people. So I figured why not make a tutorial on that? So, you know, it's like a 2-in-1, a free Yeat tutorial and like a double tutorial, because that is one of my favorite songs off the album. Produced by Synthetic. Shout out to him. I doubt he's gonna see this video, but if he somehow does, shout out to you, Synthetic. You're the GOAT. I definitely look up to Synthetic as like a producer inspiration, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I'm gonna link his socials in the description because he's just super talented and he produced this beat. So yeah, as for sound selection, guys, these are the drums that we're gonna be using for the beat. I will say one thing, guys, this phase shell sound right here, this is the only sound that is not in the Twizzy stash kit. So I'm sorry, you know, kind of a fraud for doing that in this video. I included one sound that is not free for access. This sound is super common, so I wouldn't doubt that you'd be able to find this like anywhere. It's called a phase shell sound. I'm not exactly sure if that's like an official title. I got this sound from Starboy Rob and Go Kami's stash kit or drum kit. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's paid, but it's good and it's worth it and it's cool. So now that we have the drums out of the way, guys, you're probably wondering how we're gonna make our melodies, because it's sort of like if you don't have Serum, you like have nothing. So many people use that VST for the Yeat sound, and so many people use it especially in tutorials. So I'm gonna put you guys on a major sauce right now. You probably already know what this plugin is, but if you don't, the plugin is called Vital. This is Vital right here, and you're probably thinking, hey, this just looks like a Serum, and you would be right, because it basically is. I don't know the exact differences between them. However, I know that it is like the best free alternative, and I'm pretty sure it has its like own selling points that might make it like even better than Serum. Not 100% sure. I'm not very well versed within this VST. However, what I do know is this one is genuinely 100% free. There's no catches, there's no nothing. You just download it and you have it. And yeah, that's what we're gonna be using for this video, guys, and this is what you could use if you don't want to buy Serum. This is an amazing free alternative. I'm gonna run you guys through the presets that we used for our melodies real quick. So yeah, those are the presets that we're using for this video, guys. I will say the melody is probably not like the most fantastic. So if you want like a more generic Yeat type beat tutorial that's like more in line with what a lot of other people do, I will link my other tutorial that just dropped last week in the description. It covers like the very basics. This one's gonna be more experimental. And yeah, I feel like I'm talking a whole lot in this video, but I will say it's because I'm just kind of excited to make it. I'm excited to put on for the people who, you know, can't afford free plugins. Wait, no. People who can't afford paid plugins, they can't afford paid drum kits. I was that person at one point, and I always try to prioritize those people because, we're all trying to make it out here, and we all need the resources. So yeah, I like to provide things that have use for like everyone, not just people who are interested in using paid plugins and stuff like that. But yeah, enough of that stuff, guys. Let's just finally get into this. Starting off, guys, we have our main melody. This is what it's going to sound like. And yeah, this is kind of weird and out of the box. It's not too crazy, but it is a little strange. And I'll show you exactly what I did. So guys, these notes that I have highlighted right here are the main part of the melody that I created. I'm actually going to delete these notes down here so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So these are the main notes right here. And essentially what I did is after I had that, I highlighted them, I Control B, and that pastes them over, and then I put them right in front of each other, so this is where they would normally lay. I moved them forward like one little square, and then I clicked Control down arrow, and it created like a little ARP effect. And yeah, that is basically how I made this melody. You can see there's like 1 or 2 extra notes that I added in there. But yeah, that's basically what I did, guys. Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you why I did it or how to replicate this in a certain way. I just kind of have to show you what I did because I went into this beat trying to make a melody that was similar to Double, and as you can hear, this is cool, but it's not necessarily similar. Double was all like reversed and like had a bunch of effects on it and cool stuff. Mine was definitely not in that sort of realm, so I kind of just did my own thing and did something else for fun. But ARPs are an amazing thing that you could add to your Yeat type beats. It just spices things up. It's a little different. It's not too uncommon, but it's not like something everyone's doing in all their beats. So yeah, guys, that is the first melody sound that we have. Next up, guys, we have the same melody but with a different preset, and it sounds like this. Not too crazy at all. I don't really have to explain this because it's literally the same preset. No, it's the same melody, different preset. Then, guys, we have this little string pad that follows the same notes that were in that ARP that we made. Just a nice little string. Kind of sits in the background. You don't hear it that much. Then we have this sound, guys. Again, it's using the same sounds in the ARP, and it's honestly falling in the same direction. It starts off high, it ends off low. It's like a falling note progression. And then, guys, this is our very last melody sound. It is a sine lead, and it sounds like this. Very echoey, very airy. I put some like Destructor Bit Crusher preset on it, so it sounds, different. It's not like a typical sine lead. You don't hear sine leads super often in Yeat type beats, but again, this was sort of a product of me kind of venturing off in my own direction and doing something not super typical in a Yeat type beat. Altogether, guys, this is what the melody that we created is going to sound like. I said this already, but I'll say it again. It's cool. It's got the Yeat vibe. It's not perfect for like a double beat, but it's definitely headed in the right direction. But now that we have the melody out of the way, guys, we're going to hop into the drums. That's probably the most fun part about this beat. Starting off, we have the hats, which sound like this. This is a little bit unorthodox, but this is basically a 2-step, but I kind of increased it to be like, I guess what would be called a 1-step. Normally it would just play like this note, and then this note, and then this note, and then this note. But to vary things up, within the 2-step parts of the pattern, I made it hit a second time with like a super low octave, so it has this like call and release kind of thing, like a delay, echo, whatever you want to call it. And it just creates that cool effect that kind of happens within double. And then, I add some of the typical like Yeat horse trot hi-hats right here. You guys probably also hear I put a fruity delay on this as well. Here's the settings that I use. I just put the time on 5 minutes. I don't know. And then I turned it down to 12% so you don't really hear it that often. Then, guys, we have a clap. Get ready for this because it's pretty crazy, honestly. So yeah, I was just joking with you. I tricked you. It's just the normal clap pattern that's in every single trap beat ever. Then guys, we're gonna add this phase shell thing in. It's gonna sound like this. No, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. It's not like anything that crazy, honestly. And then guys, we have the 808. This 808 is the Chase the Money 808. Like I said, this is in my free stash kit. So if you haven't already downloaded it, go get that because, you know, I got you covered. This 808 is super popping right now. It's like very trendy. You know, everyone's kind of using it. And I mean, I could see why because this is like one of my favorite 808s ever. This is what the pattern that we created is going to sound like. Essentially, it's just the F note, and then I switch it up at the end of each half, and I go down to a C and a C sharp, and I bring it up an octave, but the same notes, and that basically is very repetitive throughout the whole beat. It's one of those beats where it's more about the bounce than the actual notes and like how crazy you go with them. Pretty simple 808 pattern. The actual 808 itself kind of carries. And then guys, here is what I believe to be the secret to the double beat, which is actually very ironic because it's the DaBaby 808, the Shug 808. I don't know what you want to call it. This thing right here. It's pretty funny to me that ended up here, but I'm like more than certain that is one of the 808s used in this beat. I'm pretty sure 3 808s are stacked. I think it's the Chase the Money 808, the Shug 808, and then I could be wrong, but I think there's a third 808 that's like more in line with like a Zay 808 or a Spins 808. But you know, I didn't want to get too crazy with this beat. But essentially, we're gonna use the Shug 808 as sort of like a kick, but it's more unique and different. It's just gonna hit at the first half of each bar or each 2 bars, and it's gonna sound like this. We're also going to go into the mix, guys, and make the Shug 808 stereo. And then we're also going to go with an Ozone Imager, which is a free plugin. You guys can get that on like the, I think the Isotope website. Not completely sure. We're going to go in here. We're going to stereoize it. We're going to turn this knob up, and we're going to turn the width knob up as well. And basically, you'll see what it does here. It makes it hit, even more stereo than it would before, go farther in each ear. And then the last sound we have right here, guys, is basically copy the Shug 808 and paste an open hat like this. And yeah, now that you've done that, you have a pretty cool double 808. I keep saying this, but I'm not sure this is 100% accurate, but I think I'm onto something here. I'm not completely sure if this is like common knowledge or not, but just using my ear, I'm relatively certain that the DaBaby 808 is in double. Okay, guys, I'm not crazy. I know I heard it. I did. But yeah, guys, that does it for the patterns. Now we're going to go over structuring and mixing, and then we're going to wrap this video up. Essentially, the first 8 bars are going to be the melody. The end half of the 8 bars, so the last 4 bars, we're going to bring in the hi-hat clap and the phase shell. Then, guys, the beat is going to drop right away. It's going to play every sound except for the main lead. The main lead comes in for the end half of the hook. And then the Shug 808 pattern only plays at the very beginning of the hook and then the second half of the hook. Basically, that's just to vary it up, switch between the kick 808 and the non-kick 808 since the Shug 808 kind of acts as a kick. That's going to be 16 bars. Then we're going to switch up to the verse, which is essentially the same thing, except we take out a lot of the melody sounds, and it's just the core drum sounds. So the Chase the Money 808, hi-hat, and clap. Halfway through, we're going to reintroduce the Shug 808 and some of the other perks and stuff like that. And then from there, guys, we're literally just going to paste it over again. We're going to go straight from verse to hook and then verse again. And then the second verse is going to act as an outro. I've been pretty lazy with my structuring in my videos, guys. And the reason for that is because I plan on making like a structuring tutorial video where I try to not get too technical, but just give you guys like some fun, easy structuring tips, how to structure in general, and then like cool things you can do to spice your beats up. I'm working on that video. I know some of you guys want it, so I mean, hey, it's coming sometime soon, hopefully. As for mixing, guys, what I do in all my beats is I just have a completely dry master. I wouldn't always advise you to do this, but what I would advise you to do is take the fruity limiter off. FL Studio defaults to putting that on your master because it's like, oh, like cool or whatever. But what it really does is it makes so your drums can't clip at all. And when your drums clip, that's what makes it sound, all like hard hitting and crazy. Normally what people do is they just put a soft clipper on the master. So if you just want to take the easy route, just do that. The sine lead that we made is going to have the Destructor Bit Crusher preset, which I said earlier, and some fruity reverb. We also made this mono because most of the other sounds in the beat were stereo. some nice contrast there. Like I said already, the Shug 808 is going to be stereo with the Ozone Imager preset. We're going to turn it down a bit so it's not super overbearing. The open hat that we have in the beat, guys, is also going to be stereo. I just like doing that, stereo's cool. I enjoy stereo. And yeah, guys, that's actually it for mixing. Nothing too crazy. If you guys end up downloading my Twizy Stash Kit and you're using those sounds, you don't have to go out of your way to overmix them. They're already pre-mixed sounds. They're going to go straight into your DAW sounding good. So yeah, guys, don't worry about that stuff. Just worry about leveling. And I guess that's really all I have to say. So if you guys watch this video all the way through to the end, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all you guys who watch my videos through to the end. If you guys like this video, leave a like. If you didn't, don't. Remember to hit the subscribe button. I post videos 2 times a week covering underground and up-and-coming artists, challenge videos, entertainment content, and more. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day or night. Peace.